Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Continuing with the series, and the next league under my magnifying glass is the FIBA Europe Cup. The rules for which players are eligible are something different for international competitions than for domestic leagues. The first rule still applies, that only players that will play for the first time in the competition are eligible for my list. Usually the second rule was that only non-domestic players were eligible, but this rule doesn't apply in international competitions. The rule about players being 27 years old or younger also stays the same. The players on the list are not necessarily the best, but just the most interesting to me, and I expect that they will not have any problems translating to their new team and league. Also, the players are not in any particular order. Starting with Marko from Belfius, Mons, Hainaut. 2 years ago he already played in the qualifiers for this competition when he was playing for Boris Basket, but they haven't made it into the competition. Marko is a great scorer from the guard position, very good and efficient as a spot-up shooter, moves well without the ball and has good court awareness, can also bring the ball to the rim but lacks size to be a better around the rim finisher. He had some good performances for Mons Hainaut so far, and he should be one of their best players and a player to watch in this season. This will be the first pro season for Eugene German. At Northern Illinois University he had some great scoring numbers and finished his career there as one of the best scorers in the school's history. Explosive guard that attacks the rim aggressively, not afraid to initiate the contact and make some plays at the rim. Good scorer from distance too, and he can't be left open. Usually a high usage guy and takes a lot of shots, and if he improves his efficiency he could be a very good player for this level. Another player from a Greek club on this list is Woolridge, who will play for Iraklis in this season. He already has some experience from Europe since he played for Bayreuth last season, but left the team in December and later joined Oklahoma City Blue in the G League. A physically strong guard, especially in the upper body, and knows how to use his body and finishes around the rim. Not taking many shots from distance, and he has room to improve in this area of his game. He can fill other stats lines too, and he is a great player for this level with the potential for some higher level too. Reese is a player I'm really interested in how he will perform in Europe. He has shown some good games in the G League in recent years, but his role in London Lions should be way bigger, and is expected that he'll be one of the leaders in the team. Great scorer, really smooth for his size, and can score points in different ways from all spots on the court. I think he has the potential to be one of the best scoring swingmen in this competition. Jhonathan Dunn is another interesting scoring guard on this list. Last season he was one of the best players in the Dutch league, and this year he will try to bring his game to a higher level. Efficient scorer that plays mostly as an off-ball shooting guard, but when he gets the ball in his hands, he's an instant danger for the rim. Had great shooting percentages throughout his career, but never played in an international competition as FIBA Europe Cup, and this will be the biggest challenge in his career so far. Continuing with another player from Leiden, Danish big man Asbjoern Midtgaard. He already has some experience with pro basketball since he played in the Danish league before he decided to go to the NCAA, so not a typical rookie. In the first matches for Leiden, he has shown that he is too good for this level and he can be a dominant inside force. Worked a lot on his shot too, and now he's able to hit open 3-point shots if he has enough space. Should have a big role in the team, and he could be one of the best bigs in the competition this season. Romello is another rookie on this list. Had a decent college career, but didn't stand out in any statistical aspect. As with most rookies coming to Europe, they need a little more time to adapt, and I think Romello will need some time too. Athletic big that plays physical on both sides of the court, has a good motor, not afraid of contact and getting his hands dirty, also runs the floor really well and can be a great player in transition. Even though he's undersized, he has a great feel for rebounds and can be a good rebounder on European level. I think he has the potential for a decent career on the middle level in Europe. First season in Europe for Sacar Anim too. Had a limited role last season in the Lago Caliente Clippers in the G League and definitely a player that deserves more chances. Interesting player because of his versatility and athleticism, can play good defense on the perimeter and defend basically all types of players. In offense he can score points in different ways and be a good scoring threat. Lacks a little more consistency in his game, but I'm sure he will get there with more playing time. Great head for Bayreuth and I think he will have a good season there in FIBA Europe Cup and BBL. Another player from a German team in this competition that should have a good season is Jaren from Crailsheim Merlins. He played only in lower leagues and this will be the highest pro level he has played so far, but in the first rounds of the German league he has shown that he is ready for the challenge. He is making improvements as a spot-up shooter every year and could turn into a good 3-and-D forward if he continues improving in this aspect. Not the most athletic player, but uses his body smartly on both sides. Finishing the list with Amanze Egekeze from Donar Groningen. He already has quite a lot of experience from Europe and also played one season in Japan. Throughout his career he has proven that he can be a good stretch option even though his shooting mechanics don't look perfect. With his athleticism he can make some highlight plays at the rim too, but most of the time playing outside and stretching the floor. Not a player for the highest level, but could be an interesting one for mid-level in Europe. And this is it for this time. Tell me in the comments below who are the players you can't wait to see in the FIBA Europe Cup this season. The playlist of the Newcomers to Watch series is on the screen now, and if you missed any episode, just click on the playlist and check it out now. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next episode of this series. See you in the next video.